Alright, is the number 126 of my accountability to myself, and I appreciate everyone's attention who watches this. And I have a couple of ideas that I would like to mention about today, and probably I should start talking about the day by and large. I don't remember. I woke up at 6:45 and I slept more than 8 hours, but I'm so sleepy. By the way, now it's 9 p.m. So I will be able to fall asleep probably at 9:30, 9:40, and it means that I will be able to wake up early. But at the same time, I haven't studied French today, for example. So probably it would be nice to study French now, but since I'm so sleepy, I don't think it's gonna be productive. And actually, I've been sleepy since, not since, but for like 5 hours. At 4 p.m., I felt that I want to sleep, but I knew if I'm gonna take a nap, it's gonna take about 2 hours. Then I will be having problems to fall asleep in time, and I'm not gonna play that shit. So, a couple of ideas. I don't even remember, but I need to read what is this about. Oh yeah. It's about money allocation and how we actually spend those money. I'm actually trying to like change my opinion in my mind about this, because I used to spend money on some stuff that I like, some clothes, or yeah, mostly some clothes. Sometimes it's like perfume, and yeah, I don't know, different kind of stuff. Sometimes I need something and I just buy it, but at the same time, I'm so reluctant to pay for education, let's say, because if there's an offer when the person can teach you something, but you need to pay to get access to a group, let's say, I wouldn't do this, because I was like, bro, like, why? But at the same time, it's a big mistake, because if you're gonna think about this, literally the best investment is in yourself. Just imagine how it works. For example, when you buy some clothes, you are excited for a week, 2 weeks top, and then you just don't care. Like it, if, for example, in 6 months since you bought some clothing, you're not gonna caring about it stuff, because you already got used wearing this, you already got used having that's, I don't know, something that you bought, and you don't really care about it. And so as long as you have what to wear, you don't need to care about some brand stuff. Like it's actually more related to me, because I'm obsessed a bit with all those things. And what I mean, it basically does not make that much sense compared to investment in myself, because when you actually study something, if you pay for this, ROI is incredibly high, because no matter what you've learned, you're gonna be possessing of the skill until like for the rest of your life. And it's incredible, because when you like buy it, for example, just how it works is like, instant gratification and delayed gratification. For example, when you buy clothing, it's instant gratification. You instantly got some dopamine emotions, and then it fades down as time goes on. And at the same time, we have like investing yourself, and it's like you cannot probably instantly notice something, but it's a process of studying, of learning something, and it gives you profit in the long run. And especially the problem is that it kind of works, let's say, like with dopamine. When you reject watching reels and you start studying, you realize 100% just that what you are giving up, like the instant dopamine, you 100% just know what are you giving up, and you don't have guarantees that you actually need to study what are you studying, and you're not sure that it's even gonna help you during exam, or I don't know, whatever. And so this always this exchange, something that you're aware about and something that you are not aware about, and you need to change it. And it's really hard, it's even to understand, because how did I write it actually? Most people spend time to feel better for a month. Few people spend money to feel better forever. It's actually Alex Hormozy said it. I put down his quote. And it actually makes so much sense. And the problem is that, yeah, I also, I think I wrote it somewhere. Wait. Yeah, one of the things that objects lose its value while your skills compounds, and also approval phase and character scales. So if you're doing it for external approval, like in the beginning, someone might say like, "Yo, you have a nice outfit" or something like that, but then it fades down. And I forgot the idea I wanted to say. Fuck. Wait. I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, there are two problems why I, for example, don't do this. It would be amazing to invest in some kind of internship, in some kind of courses or something like that. Like if there's a person who has already some cases and who you trust to, it would be really nice to work with that person and to pay for this, to actually gain some knowledge. And the problem is that first, it just gives you more responsibility. So once you paid for this, you realize that you actually need to do something, because no matter how much you pay, if you don't do something, nothing is going to change, right? So you take some kind of responsibility. That's the first thing. Second, you don't have guarantees because it still depends on you. And third, you know what you're giving up instead. And at the same time, you might realize that probably you will be supposed to do something you are scared of, or something you've never done before. And it's like this fear also doesn't allow you to do this. But actually, I'm trying to think about this, because this idea is really nice indeed about investing yourself, because again, no one can take away your brain, your knowledge, your skills. Once you've learned something, it's gonna stay with you forever, and it's the best investment in yourself. And logically, the only investment we should do is in ourselves until the moment that we earn until the moment when we earn that much money that we cannot even spend them because we make too much money. It's basically how Alex Hormozy did it. Like he explained this idea that he started, like the only thing he did, he was like paying bills and he was like eating, that's it. And the rest of the money he was investing always to work with some people, to learn something new, and it was lasting for years. And afterwards, initially, he couldn't spend all the money that he was making on education because he was making too much money. And like right now, it's, I don't know, if nobody knows him, it's like, I mean, out of the people who watch this video, if nobody knows him, it's like uh, a very successful person, probably the best in selling area, and I think like billionaire, I think, yeah. And so the second problem is ego. When you think that you can everything figure out yourself and you don't need um, someone's help, and especially you don't need to pay for this, you don't want to rely on anybody, but you need to realize what is the price of rejection to pay to someone to teach you, because you can figure out yourself, but how long it's gonna take. And that's the point, that you can actually buy your time back, I would say, because instead of learning something for 4 years, you can just pay to someone who's going to teach you, because there's a person who already went through everything that you want to go through, and you just pay to him and he just teaches you basically. And that's how you're gaining your new skills, like new knowledge, new information. That's how it works. Like, even when you come to university to study, there are people who are educators. They teach you the stuff they already went through, and it's in the same way, but this is are people who achieve probably some more. I'm talking about mentors and all the stuff, and who can work with you 1v1, which is way more effectively. And yeah, and the last quote: you will always lose until you learn, then you win. That's how winning works, but you have to be willing to lose in order to win. Also, like, probably also one of the problems why we don't want to buy something, some knowledge, some studies, some education, some mentorship, because sometimes it might not give you instant profit once you finish this, and you feel like you wasted some money and so on. But at the same time, it would be still better than buying clothes, than buying some clothes if you have some stuff to wear. Like, it just makes no sense, especially when people buy, like, I don't know, alcohol, and when people vape and stuff like that. It's just lunacy for me. I don't understand, like, you're paying money just to harm yourself, and, like, bro, never mind. So I'm literally thinking about this, and but here's the point: you also need to understand who you want to work with, because I know probably one person, but I think it would be really expensive. But I don't know, I just need to learn about this more. And I just need also to try something, because even if you think that you, like, already know a lot and it's not gonna help you anyhow, like, you cannot know this, all right? You cannot know this, because our perspective is always so narrow, and we just don't realize it. Like, we cannot realize something if it's not within the if it's not within the borders of our brain, to put it in this way. And so, yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea that I tried to explain today, that it's important, it's crucial to invest specifically in yourself, because it's something that will never be taken away. It's something that allows you to cooperate with others better, and yeah. I don't have. Oh, by the way, all right. I'm gonna show it a bit later. But Alex Hormozy, he has his books, and normally they cost a lot. Like, he has 3 books, and if you're gonna buy 3 in total, it's gonna be like almost 100 euros. Even though I have my books that each of them costed, yeah, probably. So the price of the books I bought a couple of months ago was like 8 euros per book, maybe 7. And Alex Harmoz's books are very expensive. But at the same time, the video I was watching that he released like yesterday, I was watching, in the end he said, like, you can get them for free. and I actually got them for free. Just I needed to pay because it's from the shipment from US. I need to pay for delivery and taxes, which is a bit of money, but still it's nice. So probably I'm gonna get like 3 books, and by Alex Hormozy it would be like really nice. But I will mention about this once I get them. I don't wanna go like I wanna rush with those ideas. But those books they must be nice because I was considering to buy them and I got an opportunity to get them for free. It's amazing. Yeah, actually, I would also be talking about some philosophy moments, but it's already been almost 20 minutes video, so I don't want to even strike up this. I don't want to bring up this topic. Yeah, but investment in yourself, it's must. It theoretically just if you're thinking about it, what can be better? If you are eating, if you are living somewhere, if you are surviving, the rest of the money you just need to invest in yourself. Yeah, interesting. Actually interesting. All right. Without being said, see you in the next one.